The results are in. America has spoken. But are you frustrated that maybe your candidate or one of the candidates you wanted to get in didn't win? Do you want to scream? Maybe you want to leave the country. A lot of people talking about that. Well, how about taking that energy and responding in a way that actually helps you to move forward, regardless of the outcome of the election? And joining us this morning with some tips to overcome your election anger is Janie Lacy. She's a licensed mental health counselor from Life Counseling Solutions. Thanks so much for being here. We're glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
Wow, what a subject. And this is certainly one that a lot of people are dealing with this morning. They're either jubilant or they're very angry. But let's talk about the angry folks, because there has to be a better way than to go on Facebook and Twitter and just rant. There has to be a better way to deal with the anger.
There is a better way, but when we stop and think that yesterday millions and millions of people took time to vote for the candidate they thought was the best choice, and then when their candidate didn't win, then the disappointment that's going to set in, that was building up all the anticipation and anxiety. So what we tend to find is that there are going to be people that are going to be angry today, but usually when that happens, there's a lot of things that they can do as opposed to just kind of letting it all out, as we were just talking about on the social networking. I mean, people are just letting all their feelings spill over.
And you actually, I love the way you outline this out, but you have 3 very easy steps that I think will help people this morning. The first one, acknowledge that you're angry, right?
In my counseling center, Amy, we have a lot of people that anger is their heavyweight champion of emotions, and they will residually feel that feeling. So when something like the election happens, they can feel it even more intensely. But it's important to ask themselves, is it really about what's going on with the election, or what's been residual there before? Is it disappointment? Has their expectations not been met? So it's a good time to take a step back and really figure out what's really going on with these feelings I'm having. Is it really about the presidential election, or is this something that's been brewing up inside me beforehand?
All right, let's talk about number 2, restrain your immediate response. That would be good for all of the people who are really going to the social media and ranting, wouldn't it? It's kind of like, okay, stop yourself. You can do it.
This is really good for those that are reactive, that are very reactive, and when they're reactive, you know what they're feeling. So if there's time today where people can, on their lunch break, take a time out, so to speak, and step back and just kind of get with themselves and take a walk, take some deep breathing, and really think about and process what they're feeling. And then also they can be proactive. If they have that friend that can lend their ear and they can just kind of vent to, and it could just be a healthy vent, then they should be able to do that.
And last but not least, take positive action. We can sort of channel that energy, can't we? The negative energy, and turn it into positive?
Anger in itself is a normal emotion. We all experience it, but what we do with it and what we do with ourselves is most important. So this is a time where we can think about, what can we do in our community? Can we make an impact? Is there something that we can get involved with, that we can take that energy and we feel like we're making a difference? Because for many people that have been disappointed, they're going to feel like they haven't made a difference. They can feel hopeless, they can feel numb, sadness, and disappointed. So they can use that energy and make a difference in their local communities.
But really, it's all about us remembering we have the power over our own destiny, right? I mean, I think we want to believe that a president somehow has power over our destiny, but it's ourselves. We have to take control, right?
Exactly, it is ourselves, and that's why we can find things that we can make a difference in and make an impact, and we can feel that, you know what, we can make a difference.
It's great advice. Thank you so much. All right, so that's the art we were talking about. Acknowledge you're angry, restrain your immediate response, take positive action. Great tips, Janie Lacy. Always great to see you.
Thanks
for coming in this morning.